donkey. Okie dokie.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. YouTube.com/Geek Aloud. It's a Sunday afternoon, so Bully and I thought we would have 18 holes of golf on PGA Tour 23. And of course, I'm joined over there by Bully. Bully, how are you this afternoon, my good friend?
Doing very well, my friend. Normally competition days on a Saturday morning, but we thought we'd ramp it up on a Sunday afternoon and try and get you back in the black for our current betting as it stands.
Yeah, the betting. What are you? I'm $10 in the hole currently to Bully. Now, you'll have to explain to us, mate, what course are we playing this evening, and would we know it from anything?
We'll have to wait till it comes up. I forgot which one I picked in the end. I think it was Torrey Pines is the one I picked, but we'll double check that one. Actually, no, it's not. It will be... Give me a moment.
Take your time, buddy. Take your time. No rush from my side.
No, it was a wilderness course. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I don't. It's not one that I in fact recall from any professional type golfing.
Oh, I see. It's a invented one for the game, is it?
I think it's a real course. It's just not one that I actually recall seeing on the pro circuit. But we'll see how we go.
Fair enough, mate. I've just, I don't know what the correct term is. I rode the rim of the bunker, but I didn't quite land in it. So I don't know what that's called. A terrible shot.
Rode the rim of the bunker.
Oh, and then almost putted in. Almost. So close. Now, I've been playing this in super speed mode. I've been triangling everything, and I'll just try and slow it down for the viewers because I'm not Troy offline mode, just trying to speed through a round. I'll, in fact, take my time and enjoy the round. I'll refrain from triangling too much. Oh, look at this! Oh, not quite, not quite. Oh, Bully. What is going on? We are close. Man, my camera is directly in front of the hole here.
Oh, did mine go in?
Bully's! Yes. Bully's dropped it and I've just trickled on past.
There you go. I forgot it's left and right and up and down that change your clubs, and off the tee I actually changed it over to the putter. So luckily I picked that up before I actually took the swing and went hell for leather on it.
Well, you're off to a fine start. I'm glad we haven't put any money on the line today. Woo! This is an embarrassing start. Now, believe this if you will, Bully. I looked on Amazon. Do you know I can't purchase these pants that my character's wearing? I tried. I thought that'd be a fantastic addition to the wardrobe, but no dice, unfortunately.
Well, you might not get the pants, but certainly you do have the shirt.
I'm there in spirit. I've almost done the job in the bunker again. Oh, come on. Oh, here comes Bully. Look at him. Where's he going to drop? In the hole? Oh, if you don't mind. What are you, about a metre out there?
Oh, 11 feet. 11 feet.
Have you left it in feet? Old school.
Oh, for some reason,
drop.
yeah, with golfing games, yards and feet, that's just how I've always... That's just how I've always played them.
Fair enough. You do you, man. Oh, only a 4. Is it 4 or 5 point? Do you count the 0 differential between us?
4 shots. 4 shots.
So 2 over 2 under. There's no even score.
There is an even, but it'll be... I don't know. You got me confused now.
Never listen to me. There's the pro tip. Next, I'll have you not looking up the manual in certain games. Oh, there it is. Have I pinned one back? Am I clawing my way slowly back?
Wouldn't have thought so on that one.
Nope. Now, point of order here, sir. Your nameplate. Are you not flying the Australian flag? What's going on there? Have you failed to customize your character?
Well, the thing is, when we the last stream we did of it, I was just doing the trial version, and I've since gone and purchased the full version of it. But
Oh,
I started
okay.
I started doing a few of the um, career modes and that sort of stuff, and completely forgot to change my character. So I was I haven't looked up how to do it. I was a little bit stuck. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, well, did you kick off the My Career mode? Have you had a look at that one?
Yeah, that's I've probably played 4 or 5 events in that, but
Oh, I thought the very start. I thought if you went into My Career and then before your even first one, I thought they took you through the whole thing of character creation.
yeah, but I think I did that when I got the
I
trial
see.
version
Yes,
and haven't gone
sorry,
back
I'm
in
with you.
to have a look at it.
Fair enough.
Oh, there you go, 3 under now, powering away.
What's that? 8 over. Shortly. Shortly. Oh, I'm so glad I learnt my lesson and didn't put any money on the line. Because, yeah, you're saying you've put 4 games into the career mode. I think I've got 4 rounds left of the career mode. And then oh my God, that was just woeful. Oh, this is embarrassing. This is almost as bad as me playing Wolong. Oh, Bully, I have to thank you, mate. And obviously, for the viewers out there, we will be going into the full Wolong experience hands-on this Thursday night on GEA. But for now, I will say a big thank you to Bully, yourself, and Nunky Dunky for supplying me the tips of going back and grinding for the old mate for the first boss.
Yeah, well, there's that, and there was the other one which I reckon I'd tackled him maybe a dozen times before I worked out that you could actually, you had that once you built up your meter and had him sort of stunned.
Yeah, the
you
stagger.
could press Y or triangle on the PlayStation, and it would hit him and do a massive amount of damage.
Yeah, I had that one worked out, but as I said to you in the message, it took me half an hour to get up to him in the first place, and then honestly, I've gone an hour and a half of rounds going through, and him just destroying me. I honestly reckon I've seen him kill me 40 times, easy.
So have you got him? Have you got a hold of him now, or
no? Well, I still haven't gone back. So you blokes gave me the tip via Messenger. Hey, you dingus, go back and grind out on the guys just before him, level up a bit, and then take him on. So I've put in about 6 repetitions of the grind out for XP. I've leveled up. I think I'm 5 green and 2 red at this point, leveling wise. And what level would you recommend I have my skills at before I touch him up next?
I think I was close-ish to maybe 7 or 8 in the red and maybe 4 or 5 in the green.
Okay.
But I found I ended up finding, especially with the second boss, or the second stage that he's got, it's all about the
nice part, Bully. Very nice.
5 under. It's what you've got to work out using the B or the circle as your. It's not a block. It's basically a way of parrying, in essence, and you've got to use that consistently. So you've got to actually. It does take a bit of time just to work out their move sets and that sort of stuff. Yeah. Once you then work out the move sets and you know what attack's coming, you have to really use that the deflection sort of thing, and that's the
Y button you're saying? Or
no, that's either the circle on the PlayStation or B on the Xbox. So if you use that one, and you'll know you've done it right because it'll come up on the screen and have like a yellow-ish
the aura
spark
sort of to
it. Yeah, it's almost a yellow spark. That means you've done it properly, and you've avoided the hit. B, it helps you build up your
spirit animal,
your spirit meter as well, and it also depending on when they start doing the attacks that are in red, if you can deflect those.
And is that a quick deflect, like a rhythm thing, or is it a push and a hold?
No, just a quick. Yeah, so just a touch of the button as they're coming in, you just deflect it as they're about to hit you. You just hit that deflect button, and then if you can deflect those red ones, especially in the second phase of the boss, that's where you can do some really good, almost stun damage sort of stuff to him. And once you get him into that stun phase, that's when you can use if you've got your meter filled up the blue meter filled up to the top, and he's stunned, that's when you can use that Y attack that does, you can use it when he's not stunned and it'll do some damage, but if you use it while he is stunned, it does a massive amount of damage.
Yeah, okay. And what's your tip for the spells? What is it, R2 or right trigger, I should say? You're pulling and then you're dropping a spell. Which spells have you gone with?
Oh, look, to be honest, I was more sort of focusing on getting the rhythm, or getting the move set down pat to counter. So that's where I was sort of concentrating a little bit of my time, sort of doing that, which I ended up. I don't think I might have used the occasional one, but for the most part, I think I pretty much just used the.
Thank you very much.
I pretty much just used the deflection and then the attack on that, and then, as I said, once they're stunned, is using the Y attack at that point with the full gauge. That's how I sort of went through it. I don't know whether Unky. I think that was sort of similar way that Unky did it as well, but I'm not sure with 100% certainty whether he didn't use some of those spells as well. But
yeah, right. And I'm pretty sure it was confirmed by yourself or Unky that there's only 2 phases, because I was surprised. I thought I'd beaten him, and then they dropped phase 2 on me, and I've only seen it one time, and then he immediately killed me after I got into phase 2. But is there a 3rd phase, or it's just the 2?
No, there's only the 2 phases. And it was funny because after, I reckon, about a dozen tries, I finally beat the first phase, and I thought, oh, yeah, there was a little cinematic thing that started to play out, and I messaged you and Unky and said, oh, I finally beat him. And then all of a sudden the stage 2 pops up, and I go, oh, scratch that.
Dang it.
And then I sort of got to the point with that first stage, I just, like, he'd be lucky to get 1 or 2 hits in.
Yeah.
Every time I was going back to play him again.
And what time? How quickly were you mowing him down in that first phase?
Oh, a couple of minutes.
Yeah, okay.
It really wasn't taking long at all. But then I'd get through to that second phase, and that's where it really took a lot of work. Unky's thing was to get up close and use the parry. I tried that for a little bit, but I actually found the best way to do it for me was to sort of hang back, dodge the sort of more powerful close-in attacks. And there was a couple of attacks that were really good to, counter-attack or parry with.
Yep.
And I sort of found that was the best way for me to get through that second phase.
Yeah, okay. So just focusing on the parry mechanic. And sorry, this is back to the head again, but were you saying you mastered the parry on him or the minions prior to him where you were grinding out? Is that where I need to perfect my parrying?
Oh, I actually found it a lot easier to parry the bosses than it is the minions themselves.
Okay.
Just with the attack animation, I actually found it was a lot easier. Come off it. It was a lot. I found it a lot easier just because you've only got, when you get to the boss, he's obviously got a finite amount of moves in his attack moveset. Yes. And you can sort of see which ones are coming and which ones that you need to avoid just because they're really difficult to parry. And then there's other ones that you sort of go, oh no, I know for a fact I can dodge that one or get around it or parry it or whatever it is to get yourself in a position to attack. So actually, and even in moving into the second sort of level and up to the second boss, I found the same sort of thing. It's you can parry the sort of minions that are floating around, but as I said, I just found it infinitely easier than to work through the bosses and parrying them for some reason. Well, hopefully that continues because they're the ones that I'm struggling with. I've got up to, after spending quite a bit of time on the first one, I got up to the second one, had a few cracks at that, and then by the time I was sort of up to that point, I might have consumed a couple of beers last night and my reflexes were a bit off. So,
and obviously we'll get into it a bit further on GEA on Thursday night at 8 here on Geek Aloud. But would you go so far as to purchase this game on PlayStation or recommend people purchase it on PlayStation? Is it worth the full price purchase, do you think?
It's all dependent on what your
bully, make it look easy.
What your gaming preferences are. So you've got to go into it understanding that it is a Souls-like game. It is got a brutal difficulty level.
And there's no adjustments are there? Like, it's just the one difficulty, and you got to get good.
Yeah, you've got to get good, and there's no, it's got that same mechanic where if you die, it's not the same as the Souls games where you lose all of your souls, and then you've got to reclaim. No, you lose half.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought I was losing all of them every time.
No, so whenever you die, you lose half, and it's a little bit different in the fact that with the Soulsborne games, you've got to actually go back and
reclaim them, so to speak.
Well, reclaim them from the same spot. What you actually have to do in Wolong is you have to go back and defeat the enemy that took them from you.
Oh, okay. So that's one of the Soulsborne games does that. I don't recall which one. Was it Bloodborne, maybe? I think maybe Bloodborne had that. It was the actual guy you had to kill because his eyes glue red or purple, I think.
Yeah. Was that just with the bosses, though?
Oh, maybe it was.
And
it's been a long time.
I know with this one. So if you're defeated by any of the regular enemies through the level, you have to defeat the one that defeated you to get your experience back. But if you are beaten by one of the bosses, you just have to get back to where the boss was. You don't necessarily have to beat him to get your souls.
Ah, that's fascinating. See, this is you reading things and learning, isn't it?
Well, I had to start reading because I was just getting overly frustrated trying to beat the first boss. So, but in terms of recommending it, as I said, you really need to know what you're getting into. If that's not your style of game, or you're going in there thinking it's a bit of action game, bit of hack and slash, that type of thing,
yes,
then you're probably not going to enjoy it so much. But if you like the difficulty, if you can work through the mechanics and the systems of the game and that sort of thing, and
if you love getting your teeth kicked in,
if you love getting your teeth kicked in and getting good, as they say, then certainly it's well worth. Obviously free on Game Pass, but certainly well worth it if you have only access to the PlayStation or you don't have the Game Pass. Then certainly it's still worth jumping into. In my opinion, it's really really well put together game.
How are you noticing it performance-wise? Any stutters, any bugs, any issues?
No, I haven't. It's run fairly smoothly for my liking. I think there is a performance mode in it, or a graphics mode. So,
yes,
these sort of games, you really want to go with the performance mode because, especially with that parrying system, you've got to be on top of that. Yeah, so you don't want it looking good if you're never going to defeat any of the enemies because you've got it, because you've got it set to a level on the graphics settings that's not going to be helpful for you.
So you're saying maybe I should just accept that I'm never going to beat the boss and flick it down to the best looking? Oh, bully, 308-meter drive if you don't mind. Oh, and my other question for you, sir, just another tease for GEA on Thursday. Do you know if yourself or Unky are going to foot out the bill for the new expansion in Destiny? Is anyone going to have some hands-on impressions for is it Lightfall, I believe? Destiny Lightfall?
Look, that's probably one that Unky can speak to. I don't think I've played.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Beat you to it.
Oh, I thought I had a 14-meter putt then.
I know Unky. I'm pretty sure Unky's put it in a fair bit of time to the expansions and the base Destiny 2 game itself.
Yeah, he definitely has.
Haven't put much more into Destiny other than the base game. And I'll probably put 20 or 30 hours into it. I've gone back with some friends in the past to try and sort of get into it a little bit more, and just sort of never really been able to do it. So it's not probably something that I'll jump into, having not played since effectively the base game.
Yeah, right. Fair enough. Well, we'll have to put out the whale alert and see if Unky's going to jump on it, or maybe I'll need to jump on that grenade. We'll just see. Because is it full? It's not full price, is it? It's 70 yams, I believe.
Not sure. As I said, it's not something that interests me. I haven't really looked into it.
Oh, did you chip in and get that?
No, putted in for a par.
Ah, very good.
Although I see your little tactic here. So you're asking me all these questions, and it's taking my focus off the putting itself, and I seem to be going backwards a little bit at this point.
Yeah, it's not helping me though, is it? It's an equal disadvantage, and I think you've got it a fair way over me, my friend. Is that on-air light broken in your studio again, mate?
Sorry, what was that?
Is that on-air light broken in your studio again?
The on-air light?
Yeah.
No, that was someone coming in the back door.
Whoa, look at this. Man, that scenery is beautiful. I love their skybox. That is a beautiful looking mountain range we're teeing off into the distance. Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, well, I'm going to have to investigate Lightfall then. Any other games on your radar? I know there's one, and I'm just saying this in advance so you don't accidentally say it on air, but we're under embargo for the indie game that I let you blokes know about. Was it yesterday or the day before? So don't say the name of that one on air, but we've definitely got one indie to talk about on Thursday night.
Yes, yeah, we will have to jump into that and have a look as well.
Anything else on your plate? Oh, VR maybe? PSVR?
I was going to go through and see if there's any other VR titles, but I've still, as we discussed on the show last week, I've still got Moss Book 2 to play through. I've still got a fair percentage of Horizon Call of the Mountain to play through as well. So there's still a little bit of stuff there. And then the perpetual backlog, I think, is where I'll probably be spending a fair bit of my time this week looking at Hogwarts, finishing that one off.
Oh,
and then,
yes, I've been tucking some time into that.
Getting back into Dead Space, I guess, as well.
Oh, my God, yes, I've fallen entirely off Dead Space. I'm in the water. That didn't go well. Oh,
that wind got it. Ooh.
Where's the wind meter? Oh, look at that, 18 kilometers an hour cross breeze. I'm going to have to just adjust slightly. Thank you for pointing out the wind. I hadn't even thought to look at it. Now, what's the pro tip on that? Do you need to change the approach or whatever? Like you keep with the driver, but do you change the angle or something?
You just need to use the left stick to change where you're aiming, depending on the wind. So if it's going left to right, you want to aim out to the left so it comes back in with the wind.
I'm with you. Well, what are we? I feel like this is hole 12, is it? No, 17. We're approaching the 18th hole. I got to tell
Bash through it pretty quickly, and at -5 to +9 is where we're sitting.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get off. And guess what? I'm going to have to fire another caddy. There is no way this is my fault. So it's time for a new caddy. This caddy is clearly rubbish. The shirt hasn't helped. The hat hasn't helped. You're just mopping the floor with me today, Bully. Excellent work, sir. I think, though, maybe we'll just have to do a bit of a trophy count at the end here. We'll just see how we're faring on the trophy front. I think I'll have you on that one, just because I've set it all too easy. Oh, that 10-kilometer wind I didn't allow for. This is going to hurt.
Oh,
Bully, did that drop? Not quite.
No, set up on the lip.
Here we go. 8-meter putt. Can he do it? Can he do one impressive shot for the toll? Drop.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Yo, finishes it off strong.
The one good shot for the day, but I'll take it. Always end on a good shot. That's my motto. Beautiful work. Bully, thank you very much for participating in this here scratch match, if you will.
And as funnily enough, I've just grabbed the trophy for a scratch golfer. So there you go.
Hey, look at that. Great work. What did that require? What was the constraints or requirements?
I had the controller on the desk. I wasn't quick enough to pick it up and hit the PlayStation button to find out what it was.
Well, excellent. Thank you for playing with me again today, sir. Can we forecast another potential 18 holes at some point in the future here on Geek Aloud, my friend?
Oh, I've got no doubt. We'll just have to see how our timings fit together for the week and see if we can tee up a time that we can both jump on. But as you've seen there, it's pretty quick. What do we take? Maybe 25 minutes?
Yeah. 25 minutes. It was a beautiful one. Thank you very much. As we've said, all stream long, guys. We'll be back Thursday night for the Gaming Enforcement Agency. Myself, Bully, and Unky Dunky. Do we have any advanced look at the standoff this week, mate? Do we know what's going on there?
Oh, I'm not sure where we sit with a standoff. I don't think Unky's come back to us with anything, but if you give me 2 seconds, I'll see if he's plonked anything in the document already. No, we've still got the doppelgamers from last week. So
very good. Well, go back and check out episode 63 to hear who won the Doppelgamers awards. That'll be it for this stream. Thank you very much for watching. Bully, thank you very much for playing 18 holes with me this afternoon, my friend.
thank you very much, and we'll have to get the mop out because we need to clean you up.
Indeed we do. Thank you very much for watching, guys, right here at Geek Aloud. What else can you do with the channel? Like it, subscribe it. You'll never miss it. Oh, that was luck.
Hey, that's something.
Oh, look out!
The players play.
Old Uncle Donkey. Donkey.